Today we're going to talk about a fantastic topic, the rhythm of life, walking, movement, just getting out and getting fresh air and how important that is. It's about that rhythm. It's about that peace that tells you everything is normal and everything's okay. When you're seeing the birds, you're hearing the wind, you're feeling the change and the adaptions that just happen. And Thomas addresses some of these issues. So it's a very interesting conversation. So let's get to it.
Welcome to A Wonderful World, a place dedicated to new conversations on caregiving, offering quality advice based on heartfelt experience from industry experts. We'll be using the power of sound and imagery to present bold ideas and needed inspiration, immersing the audience in a brand new world of better caregiving. In this episode, we interview Thomas Plante, professor of psychology at Santa Clara University and adjunct clinical professor of psychiatry and behavioral sciences at Stanford School of Medicine. Together, we'll explore his research and our collective curiosity regarding exercise psychology and the health effects of connecting to the natural world.
For benefits, both biological or physical benefits as well as psychological, mental health benefits, and even social benefits, you get benefits from walking, and the research is rather clear about that, and it doesn't have to be highly rigorous in order to get benefits at all, especially if we're looking at things like anxiety, depression, self-esteem. The research tells us that just moderate walking can move the needle in the positive direction on all of those variables. You don't necessarily need an intense aerobic workout.
Study after study has demonstrated that the simple act of walking in and among the natural world creates an instinctive rhythm and pace and refuge from despair, and is a sort of moving meditation that humans have been practicing for thousands of years. Listen as Stephen and Tom dive deeper into its cathartic implications.
For me personally, it is. It's like I find it almost more emotional than physical. I find it just kind of opening up my mind, relaxing me. I was doing an interview with another professor who was talking about mindfulness, and to me, something about maybe it's the rhythm of walking or something like that that kind of puts me in a pace where I can feel my mind slowing down and kind of coming into the presence, if you will. Is that part of what people experience?
Oh, yeah, and that's due to a variety of reasons. One of my former students who did her doctoral dissertation on this very topic found that walking resulted in a surge of creativity, and in ways that other activities did not. And other research has found that some of that is due to the sort of the time out activity in terms of getting away from computers and getting away from work or other kind of tasks that can be distracting. Other research has talked about how nature plays a role here, and that walking in kind of more nature spaces, green spaces, things like that, give you a better benefit than walking in non-green space, nature environments. So there's a variety of reasons why that is true, and there's a variety of research that has supported that very notion, that it helps in a wide variety of ways for a wide variety of reasons. And again, it doesn't have to be real rigorous either. It doesn't have to be like you're trying to get some big workout. It can be, and the research even tells us that as little as 10 minutes can actually, again, move the needle in a positive direction, give benefit. So it doesn't have to be a long, rigorous walk at all.
But how do we interact with and enjoy the natural pace and rhythm of outdoors that's been discussed if we can't walk? Stephen and Tom offer some interesting and rather innovative ways, from virtual reality to the nurturing of plants and to simple human companionship, that can provide those we care for with the benefits we've so far discussed.
About, because with caregivers, you'll get in situations where maybe the person can't walk,
Right.
But there was still benefit in just even taking them out in a wheelchair, just getting out and getting that experience of like you're saying, of nature and the green and just maybe it's just the stimulation changes, not sure what, but they felt like there was a real benefit there as well.
Well, yeah, and for those who are not ambulatory and they just can't go out and take a long walk, there are alternatives that research has found to be helpful. One has to do with virtual reality. Now, if you give, and we've done this in my lab, for example, where if you give people a virtual walking experience, they do get benefit from it, even if they're just sitting in the chair, not moving their body. But if they have that surround experience, where they feel like they're walking, there are benefits in terms of stress management, anxiety, depression, things like that. Now, virtual reality kind of products are getting much less expensive, which is terrific. So now this becomes doable for people without a lot of resources to put behind it. So people can have a virtual experience. Secondly, people could also even just having a window, just being able to have access to, nature and things like that, there's also benefit there. There's even research, some classic research from a number of years ago, that even demonstrated something as simple as taking care of a plant in a hospital room or a convalescent home or something like that. Something as simple as just nurturing a plant in the room also has benefit. So even if someone is not ambulatory, there is a variety of research studies that have demonstrated that there's sort of alternatives that are still good alternatives. They may not be perfect, but they definitely help move the person in the right direction.
Mark Twain once said, "The true charm of pedestrianism does not lie in the walking or in the scenery, but in the talking." The essence of every exercise offered today is to try to engage those we care for in meaningful conversation, so that in some real way we can honor their past experiences and improve their presence here and now.
And we're trying to help educate people that's the time to be quiet and listen, because now they're willing to share what's really going on.
Right, because at the end of the day, people, as a rule of thumb, really like talking about their story, to talk about their history, their stories, what they've learned over the years, what pearls of wisdom they've gathered over the years, and what their concerns or fears are. And, of course, talking about the weather or local sports teams or things like that only take you so far. And trying to have a more purposeful conversation with deep listening
there you go.
is inevitably productive for the vast majority of people.
So there you have it. Whether it's going for a walk and intimately connecting with nature, or inviting light or plants and other representatives of the outdoor world into the home, or even utilizing the latest technologies like virtual reality, there are a variety of useful ways to find the rhythm of life every single day. All of these are simply tools and avenues for a caregiver to connect with those they care for, so that they too can feel comfortable and inspired and able to tell their story with rare dignity and familiar passion. For the entire interview, simply go to the audio section of awonderfulworld.us. That's all for now. See you next time.